High up in the mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying on what will be the fastest laps of the season. Stand by for qualifying at the Austrian Grand Prix.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are, fastest lap at the moment, 1:11.5. Martins, Hakkinen, Maloney, Schumacher and Russell.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. This is it then, race day in Spielberg for this year's Austrian Grand Prix. Not long to go before our drivers hurtle off the line and into the first turn, the Niki Lauda curve. It was renamed in 2019 in memory of one of Formula One's most beloved figures. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. An immense lap from Michael Schumacher yesterday puts him on pole position. And starting next to them is George Russell. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hakkinen, Bortoleto, Aiden Jackson, and Colapinto. Massa, Maloney, Senna, Pierce, Hadjar, Lawson, Jenson Button, and O'Sullivan. For sure, Albon, Jack Doohan, and Esteban Ocon. Barnard, Crawford, Fittipaldi, and Victor Martins rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'll give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. Look, we know it's not where you start, it's where you finish. But let's talk about the start now. What's there to help the drivers get away well?
Big pressure at the start of the race, Crofty, for all of them up and down the grid, no matter where you are. But the drivers these days...
Okay, let's have a comms check, please. Radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, you're sat in P2, and that's Schumacher ahead. They're on a fresh set of inters. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Okay, so that's a red flag, no overtaking, and let's get back into the pits, please. They're on a fresh set of inters. Look after these tyres now, we want to fit. Okay, this is essentially a free stop, so let's think very carefully about our strategy for the rest of this race. Again. Conditions look stable at the moment, no rain currently expected. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now. Okay, we've lost a position, that's us down a place. Good job, nice overtake. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up, well done. DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled. Okay, let's see if we can catch the car ahead. Gap currently 5 seconds. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. Yellow flag. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. As things stand right now, we'll be 4th in the championship. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 46.5 seconds. Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations, well done.
It's quite good.
And here's the checkered flag for our winner today. Well done and hats off to Gabriel Bortoleto.
Well, it all came good in the end for them, but it wasn't an easy start. Not the most straightforward of days, but I think it shows great strength in an athlete as a driver when you can overcome a day like this and walk away still with a victory.
What a day it's been for Formula One, and what a day it's been for these three drivers. Time for the podium celebrations. Time for our drivers to celebrate. And that top spot waits for one driver. Today, it's Gabriel Bortoleto. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car.
Okay, boss. Got an interesting bit of news for you. We've had a driver reach out to us to ask if we'd be interested in a preliminary chat with him about possibilities for next season. You can always say no if you're not interested, or we can see where it goes. Your call.
Hey, just a quick one. If you've got some cash kicking around, why not invest in the corporate facility? We can always use more resource, and we can be helpful in hitting your goals. Cheers.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow as we head into the Grand Prix. Welcome from the beautiful Styrian Mountains for another chapter in the story of the Austrian Grand Prix. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of Turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. An immense lap from Ayrton Senna yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Michael Schumacher alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bortoleto, Hakkinen, Liam Lawson and Albon, Button, Jackson, Hadja and Esteban Ocon. For sure, Russell, Taylor Barnard and Colapinto, O'Sullivan, Maloney, Joshua Pearce and Victor Martins, Crawford, Massa, Dewey and Enzo Fittipaldi rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? And alongside me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. So much to talk about on what is such a short...
All right, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
There was a bit of a failure in the radio, but all good.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. You're in first position, front of the pack. Schumacher behind. You're separated by an entire lap. Okay, they're on old, hard tyres. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Not sure I should be happy for that, but I'm actually happy, so good.
And it's a win, and what a win for Gabriel Bortoleto.
And that's 2 wins in a row now, of course, Crofty. And it marks the fact that it's not a fluke. So, you know, their head's in the right space. What more can we see going forwards?
From lights out to the checkered flag, this is what they're racing for. It's points and a trip to the podium. Congratulations and well done. It's Gabriel Bortoleto. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Hey, Chief, we've got multiple parts out of research. Don't forget to develop them. We've got performance sitting on the table that we could be getting into the car. Been a while since we've had any upgrades here in engineering. Please don't forget to invest. I know things are good right now, but we'll quickly fall behind if we don't keep pushing.